Alrighty. Hello guys, hello everyone. Yeah, it's another episode from the Football Fan Zone. We're here again to cook. After another exciting weekend of Premier League action, we also had the FA Cup final as well. And right now we're recording just under 48 hours to the Europa League final as well. A very big final, a season defining,
Oh man,
a season defining final.
Good. About
Yes, we're gonna get into all of that and more.
nasty man, nasty work, man.
But before we do, let's do the introductions. Let me start with the guest. Femo is joining us today on the show. Femo, what's up? How you doing, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. I've heard that a lot of my Arsenal mates have gone into hiding and don't want to talk about the season anymore. So I have to get out of my
Step down.
retirement of talking.
We
Yeah,
need that
look, I'm
wanted poster for Chooks. Where's
Oh
Chooks?
yeah, it's
Where-
overdue, man. It's
Where's
overdue.
Chooks? Where's Chooks? I don't know. Every week,
Yeah. So fair play to you then, Femo.
Brave Arsenal
Brave,
fan.
brave. All right. Let me come to the Adams, the blue in the house. The Adams, how's it been? How was your weekend? How was Hate Watch this weekend?
He didn't go well, man. He didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
Nah, he didn't
Okay.
go well because I'm it's watching teams like Forest, Newcastle. So it's like
nasty league.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Tough times.
the
Tough
battle for
times.
the
yeah.
top five, the battle to qualify for the Champions League. Yeah. So I get where you're coming from. Uzo,
Mm.
I, I, before I ask you how you've been or how was your weekend, before we started the show, I was telling the Adams that I have a feeling that physically we can see you, but spiritually it's like you're already in Bilbao.
Nah, he's ready, man.
What's
He's
the
ready.
song? What's the song? I've been seeing my United fans. What's the Bilbao song for Tottenham? Give us. What's
I
it?
have no clue. I've been divorced from Tottenham fans all season. I'm good.
Ooh,
I don't know
ooh.
what we're singing. All I know is all roads lead to Bilbao.
Yeah, she certainly does if you're a sports fan and a United fan. All right, guys. Right. So the Europa League final, of course, will sort of top our agenda today. But before we get into that, since Femo is joining us as a guest today on the show, we would like to get his take on his team, the Arsenal. Right. We would like to get his take on how the season, in his view, thus far has panned out for Arsenal. I think Arsenal's objectives are sort of already sort of secured. Champions League is secured already. The last game is just like a formality, just to sort of tick the 38 game season. But just to get his view on his team's performance this season, where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong for Arsenal? Who is to blame for Arsenal's inability to win a trophy this season? PGM well, referees, bad luck, Ateta, or somebody's mother from somebody's village. All right, so Femo, the floor is yours. The Arsenal.
Honestly speaking, it's one of those things where it's like I remember there was this one saying that Klopp was like, sometimes, and Pep said it too, just kind of like sometimes it's just about timing. Could we have done better in some of the domestic cups? 100%. Like the domestic cups, people say that we've dropped, especially the one game with United when we were up a man, especially that one specifically. I can see where a lot of the banter comes from. But when you talk to me about, especially Prem, we started the season very. It was anybody who wants to really like talk about our season. It was a very off and on. We started the season immediately. Calafiori hurt. Immediately, Moreno came in first training session. Somehow, somebody broke his arm for a month. We're like, okay, I guess that's how it's going. You then add some of the red cards. You start, and mind you, even with the red cards we were having, we're still winning the games. So it was just very like you'd watch the games, and you're like, this is not the team that ended last year on like we went like we went 16-1-1 at one point to end the season. So you're watching it, and you're starting to see kind of like stop, start, and we never really caught momentum. It was almost kind of like every month it was like let's survive, let's survive, let's survive. And then once Saka went down, it was like then Havertz went down to sandwich it. They said, okay. Once it got to those two things, at that point, it was like our only hope was really Champions League at that point. Once, especially when you start watching, and fair play to Liverpool, I'm not one of those fans that be like, oh, because of everything that I just mentioned, that's the only reason Liverpool won. Liverpool won because Liverpool was the best team this season. I have no qualm about it. Sometimes it really is about timing and the way they handled this season in terms of just like I think they're the only team I heard like in Prem that they at least scored two or more goals and I think about 30 games this season. So it's like it wasn't fluke. They consistency they had it this season. But Champions League specifically, it taught me that Arsenal needs to really spend this summer, but not in the sense of the way we've been spending before, where it's like, oh, let's just buy another depth, left back, right back. Granted, there's still spots we need to fill. But the one thing that if you look at all the top 6 teams, we're the only one that doesn't have a maverick. That one player that's like, and excuse my language, that person just says F it, like I'm me. Like that one, like when I watch Bruno Fernandes, right? People have so much nonsense to say about him, but what I love about him, there's sometimes you watch him visibly get so frustrated with the game. He's like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm gonna bang one from 35. You're gonna have to deal with it. And we don't have that type of player. It's almost to a point where it's like we'll be winning XG, we'll be winning possession, we'll be winning all this, but then it's like they'll all be looking at each other like, okay, who's going to like? It's almost to me personally, I think it's a personality thing. It's almost kind of you're born to be that type of player where it's like, okay, like yeah, I know we've played pretty ball, I know we've dominated, or we're actually not winning this game quite well, but like I know who I am, and when this ball connects with my foot, there's nothing you, the defenders or the goalkeeper, will do anything about it. There's nothing you can do, and I feel like you add that with some of the personnel we have on our team, I think we're second to fourth type talent. And I feel like we've even, I think 2020, 22, 23, I think we overachieved. 23, 24, I think a little underachieving until we ended the year. And it's like, okay, we kind of corrected it. And this year we underachieved again. So all in all, it's like, it's not really, I wouldn't say I don't think it was a good season, but I will say the resiliency we had to deal with some of the things we dealt with for us to go into that final date and not have to deal with the top 5. Like a lot of you guys are shaking, like, oh my God, what am I going? I'm going into Southampton thinking like, I hope I see Ethan play. Like, I really don't care. And that's a testament because we shouldn't be here. So that's me.
So the season, in your view, has not been a failure for us now.
Failure it feels so black and white because it's like I came into this season, like if you ask me, I said I think we can win one of the two between champs and prem. But like at the same time, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I didn't know that, So mind you, like anybody who follows my account knows, I'm one of the biggest Jesus fans. Like people don't like. I love what he's able to do because he's one of those type Mavericks where it's like he's a chaos baller. You don't know, like he steps left and somehow some way he went right. Like he's a very crazy guy. Big chance Mitch Merchant, but the domino effect of the type of way he can carry the ball, go through the middle, he can go to the left, he can go to the right. And for him to blow out his knee, then see Saka go down, then see all these different injuries left, right. Even Ben White, someone that is one of Saka's like favorite like connectors outside of Odegaard, for him to miss 2-3 months from injury for a surgery midseason, and we had about what six or seven of our players blow their hamstrings, which some could be attributed to like the way we play. Others could just like when you have 2 or 3 injuries, then you have, because of the fact you don't have depth, people are consistently playing over and over and over again, and then it's like a domino effect. It's like I feel like we failed in the sense of our team was good enough to win this year, but I feel like if you say the levels of failure, I think it's not as bad. It's like our shit stinks, but it's not as stinky as some of these other teams in this league. Like, and that's why I think sometimes I don't think the punishment fits the crime when people talk of Arsenal. That's my big quorum. I think it's like, okay, you want to give Arsenal some, like, okay, you guys didn't win a trophy this year. That's fine. No problem. But I have some of my mates that can't get 40 points and we're game week 36. Like the crime and the punishment don't fit. So I'll leave it there. Like, I don't know.
All right. Yes, I don't want to bring the rest of the guys in. I think you guys have had your say on Arsenal in the previous weeks.
I mean, I think it's becoming boring now, man. Like,
Yeah.
bro, what else are we gonna say? It's like injuries, bro. The funny thing about injuries is like I don't think any team you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Historically, have we seen any team really survive injuries, like injuries to key players? Have they gone on to like win? I'm looking at Madrid, Barca, Liverpool when you guys had your injuries, prime Chelsea, Man United when you had like
I mean, we've seen City win the league without Aguero, without KDB, but I mean, you can then say like they. Oh, and this is where I'm like the whole time fans was talking. In my opinion, it felt like that tweet that says, well, isn't it the consequences of my own actions? It's like nobody told you not to strengthen the squad. And I know like when people talk about Arsenal, this is the new thing, right? And this is because of the division within the fan base. There's people talk about Arsenal as like a holy trinity. Is the board, the coach, and then the team, right? And so when they say, oh, it's not this portion's fault, it's not the team's fault. Oh, it's not the coach's fault. Oh, it's not the board's fault. And it's like all these three opinions are always at odds. But when I think of Arsenal as an entity, it's like, yeah, you can blame the entity for the season because either somebody didn't strengthen, somebody didn't rotate, or somebody didn't consider the fact that injury-prone players might get injured. Jesus is injury prone. Calafiori is injury prone. It's like you should have expected and anticipated these kinds of things. That's how you, in my opinion, that's how you run a successful elite club. You can't just leave it to chance.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to win. Like when you're trying to win something, after a while, I think it's like you go all in.
Yeah.
No, my only problem, and because it's like I hear both sides of like I personally think that we should have strengthened, especially last summer specifically when we got Calafiori, Marino, and then we
January you could have strengthened. You were still within striking distance of the title.
This is where
just got injured and Jesus just got injured. Like, how do you not? It's such a slam dunk.
So this is here's the flip side. I remember this same conversation was flipped to me 21-22 season when Partey went down for about like maybe that guy went down for like it was to the point where our depth at 6 was so bad I probably could play. Like it was so bad at one point, bruh. And I remember everyone saying, "Oh, we should go get Basuma. Oh, we should go get this person. We should get that person. Oh, how do we?" And in the back of my head, I was like, I will lay my judgment when I see what they decide to do with that summer that they said they're going to splash. I think a year and a month later, they went and got Declan Rice, to me, one of my favorite DMs of all time. I think the unfortunate truth about it is Arsenal as an entity, they've been so badly run for so long. 2-3 years is not going to clean up the mess you've made for about 10-15. And I feel like a lot of residual issues in terms of not spending. Like if you look at City, we've been chasing City and Liverpool now since Arteta's been here. It's not like Liverpool, City, like all of a sudden we were all even and then everything we spent. No, we've been way below. Like there's reasons why there were jokes about the 8th and the 8th and the 5th. It's because we've been trying to call back. And the problem is like, how do you beat these type of institutions? You could take it the City route and outspend everyone, which let's be honest, that's not happening. Arsenal will never outspend anyone. That's not outside of like maybe 1, 2, 3 windows, maybe we'll kind of get something. But if you look at collectively between 5-6 year gap, we will never be top 3, top 2. It will not happen. Or you can go where it's like with your money, when you do splash, it has to work. We can't afford the $72 million mistake. We watched Pepe come in. Like other clubs can make mistakes like that. And you think within like a year or two, you just buy someone else will be fine. Arsenal can't do that. And I feel like they've acknowledged that. We know that we can't just be bringing anyone. So if you're at least going to be able to come here, I think from 2021 to about last year, it's been like, okay, can you play multiple positions? Can you run? Do you have good spirit? I think now we're at a point where it's like, are you a proven baller? Like now it's like those cost money. So it's like, yeah, we could have strengthened and got Ollie Watkins, but let's see this summer. So like if this summer goes and we also wet the bed, then everything from last year, it's like a complete waste of time because you could have easily just spent them. However, if you go and you make one of those Declan Rice signings this summer, I then look and it's like, were you saving money for that? Which then turns into like, why does Arsenal move like broke boys? But that's a whole nother
But see,
topic,
that was kind of my point. That's part of the conversation. I just wanted that to be a part of the conversation where like winning starts top to bottom. So You can't like
Yeah.
have elite management, which I do think you have elite management, and you can't have an elite squad, and I do think you have elite squad, like an elite squad, but and then not have elite ownership because there's going to be a disconnect. And
Yeah.
I think that's where kind of the final missing piece. And it's just going to be like the fact that they can say, oh, we'll just wait till the summer when you're within 4 or 5 points of the title is ridiculous to me because you literally can have a better team next year and then other people have even better teams. When you're within striking distance, just take what you can get, you know. And that's the one thing I've always admired, as much as I hate Chelsea, I've always admired about Chelsea is if they're within striking distance of anything, it can be the Conference League, it can be the Nigerian Premier League, they're going to go get it. And they'll spend whatever they need to secure that. And we'll worry about next year. Like you said, if you got to move the guy on after he wins you one chip, fine. Win one, go, no problem. But, you know, all clubs are different. So I guess that is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay.
I just wanted to ask you that question so you could praise him. One thing you got to know about he's the quintessential Liverpool fan. We've been giving him a guard of honor every episode since they won the title. So
and he's still gonna celebrate next weekend, bro.
He's a I didn't even it was great. I didn't even know you were a Liverpool fan.
Got you.
Congratulations, bro. In fact, he's your guard of honor. There you go.
Again, another one.
How many? Pius was bullied as a kid. He's taking it out on us.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so good luck to Arsenal next season, I guess, in terms of signings and whatever Arteta can achieve. Okay, so before we still bring it to the Europa League final, just some few things to touch on the Premier League. So we know the title has been decided. Relegation has been
bro, we know that, man. We know the title has been decided. We know.
You don't say it, Pius.
The only battle what keeping an eye on is the top 5 race. So this is where I'm going to bring the interested party here on the show into it. The Adams, Chelsea are still in the mix. I've been seeing a lot of permutations flying around.
So wait, can they still miss out on top 5? I thought they secured it because I saw a lot of their fans like kind of tweeting like,
"Wait, who? Us?
Chelsea? No, Chelsea. No,
Chelsea. No, they have to."
I think the celebrations were premature. I was surprised. I was like, ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I saw. I think I even saw.
You have to be Forest.
And I was like, huh. Wait, can they draw and still make it?
Yeah. Depending on what happens.
It depends on what happens.
Oh, you're in one of those. Oh,
because like Aston Villa, Aston Villa has to play United.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to be playing a dejected United after they lost in the final. So
City plays. Who does City play?
City has 2 games. So
City has 2 games. Fulham is the last game. I think they
play Bournemouth tomorrow. So if City wins Bournemouth tomorrow,
those are not easy games.
Yeah.
Bournemouth and Fulham is not an easy back-to-back game, especially for City.
Especially what we saw.
You guys are the ones. You're the ones now that have to deal with City's end of the year run. I'm glad I'm not part of that one, Brad. You say that you'll be thinking. Then you hear KDB scores his 3rd, and you're like, ah.
No, I think City will be good.
In big 2025, it ain't the same, man. Pep on that scratching head and nah, it don't work no more, bro. It only works for title races, apparently.
So you think there's a reality where City miss out on Champions League? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. No. You don't think they were desperate to win the FA Cup?
I don't think they miss out, man. I don't think they miss out.
I feel like nah, bro. Especially with a game in hand. I'm literally. Ironically, they're showing the table now. Nah, I don't see.
No, I'm saying like if it was
a bounce.
If it was a win or go home type situation, there's absolutely a chance that the fact that they have 2 games to get how many points?
Yeah, 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah,
he'll do that, you know. He'll do that.
I think.
But I'm saying that whole running thing, like if they had to win every game, both games, I wouldn't back them to do it. They've been so poor. They've been so poor all season. I feel like it would be insane to just assume that it's a foregone conclusion.
It might be because they had injuries.
So Adam, in terms of this discussion, I wanted to ask you, as a Chelsea fan, right? 2 games left this season. Nottingham
One
Forest.
actually. One.
One game. No, I'm not thinking about
Premier League. Yeah. The final.
2 games left for Chelsea.
Overlooking Betis, huh? Okay.
I thought you.
Anthony got something for me, man.
I was just going to ask Adam. So which of the games is more important?
Oh man, without question, the Forest game, man. What are you saying?
Come on, man.
Forest game, man. The Forest game.
You don't care about the final.
Nah.
Come on, man.
The Forest game, bro.
Wait, Adams, you don't care about completing Europe?
You don't want,
Would you,
you don't want to win
would
a
you be
trophy.
okay
You
with
want a good trophy
would you be
less?
okay with losing?
Nah.
Listen,
Adams, which one is it, man? Which one
if
is
y'all
it?
lose in the conference,
Nah.
league
If
final,
we lose the conference finals, but if we make the Champions League,
At
I mean,
least
if I
final.
had to pick one, I'm definitely picking Champions League. Yeah.
Fair enough.
but it's not
Trust
going
me,
to feel
man.
that way on the week. Like, it's going to feel weird. Like, if you secure Champions League after you've lost, wait, when is the final?
It's like I think
28th.
a week from now.
Yeah, week
That's how you
28th.
know he doesn't care, Brad.
Why are
Because if
we
I was in a
playing
final, it's on my calendar. Circle. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about that.
It's like a week from now, man. No. I need that Champions League, man. I need Champions League. I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't care. I mean, Conference League plus it's Betis, so it's like they're a decent team too. And
Hey,
Yeah.
Anthony's hooping, bro.
yeah,
They're quite
Anthony's hooping, bruh.
trust me, that's a better final than Wednesday's final.
No,
I don't care what
not
you
even
do.
close.
No, I
No
don't
way.
care.
Adams.
I don't
Oh,
care.
you mean
terms of-
quality wise?
in
You mean
terms of
quality
quality,
wise? Okay, yeah.
But
In terms
but
of
the
pure,
narrative,
like, no, there's not.
ours is the
But
best
I mean-
final of all three. In terms of narratives, it for sure is.
Yeah.
Whenever you have
that's-
two prem teams, it's
Yeah.
better. It's
No,
better.
no. It's not just you see. No. I won't let that run. There's no two Prem teams. It's two of the worst non-relegated Prem teams going for the Europa League title.
That
And
is
the winner,
crazy.
mind you, winner, it's their saving grace. But
It's
let me
really
talk to you
big.
about the loser.
Loser.
Oh, the loser is gonna be bad.
loser.
Nah. They lose. That's why, bro,
I can guarantee you that you don't want to be on the losing side.
of that game, of that
You
game,
don't-
right?
You never
That's
want
like-
to be on the losing side of a final, though.
No,
No,
especially
but this
that
is
final.
different. This
Especially
one's
that one.
different.
I don't think
Because-
I don't think it's as bad for United, because if they lose, they're still Manchester United. They're still going to have the same cachet in the market that they always do. They're still going to target the same level of players. They're still going to go into the next season with the optimism of a new manager.
None of that.
He inherited a bad squad, blah, blah, blah. You can rationalize all of these things. For Spurs, it'll be terminal because, like, our manager, like, pedigree-wise, has been going down this way. So now it'll be like when Ange leaves after we lose,
Edge, bro.
we'll probably have to hire the likes of, like, Sean Dyche. You know what I mean? That might be the next level.
Some people have to answer for their crimes, man. Ange, like, why that first season? Why was he like that?
Like what?
Because he's stubborn. No. What's crazy? He didn't say anything. I know. What's crazy is what he's talking about. If you close your eyes, you can see him with 10 men on the field, and his high line is still at the halfway line. He's such a crazy manager.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. The irony is, like, you think people get wiser with age, but he's like the oldest fool like I've ever met. Like, it's almost like his management like went in reverse. Like, he's learning, he's unlearning lessons as the games go by. It was interesting. Like, I think a year ago when Eric Dyer had that interview after he got the Bayern, saying that Ange doesn't prep for opponents, and it was just like he said it as a compliment. He was like we're just always working on the stuff that we like want to do. And I was like, oh, that's a red flag. that's not good. I don't want to play the same way against Salah that I play against, I don't know, Emenike. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, I would like to have a distinction.
Random name.
I would like to have a distinction in the way that we game plan for them. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I'm not a 60-year vet.
But I don't think that's entirely true though. I'm sure that he definitely has, plans from game to game.
The guy meant it as a compliment. So that's what I
feel like he probably has like tweaks.
Yeah.
But his philosophy is so naive because it's not even really rooted in anything other than passion. Like, it's not even really like, because like certain coaches, it's like, oh, we want to make sure that, we keep the ball, we have good defense.
The best form of attack is keep away, but he doesn't even like to keep the ball. He's just he's like, we're gonna attack. If we don't score, we're gonna run back really, really.
We're going to run back, and then it's like both his center backs, who covered the most distance out of anyone, blew their hamstrings, and he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't really see a problem." And I'm like,
"What a surprise!"
Okay,
same as in Celtic and same as everywhere he's ever been. I'm just unlucky, mate. What a guy. Anyways, we're not at the Spurs section.
I
Adams.
mean, bro, I don't know what else you guys want me to say, man.
It could be a very bad week for you, you know.
Yeah, must-win game. It's crazy, man, how we got ourselves into this situation. Because
If
just
you
win
lose
against
both-
Ipswich, bro. Win against Ipswich. You know, that'd been good. And that's the thing. That's the thing with this team is like we've never seen them in pressure situations, right? We've never really asked them to do anything. Like we can talk about Arsenal bottling, and this is crazy. This might, you know, determine the new narrative of Chelsea. We might be the new butlers if we don't make Champions League and if we don't win the Conference League.
Like you say, this is gonna like be the start of like what this team gets recognized for.
Exactly. Remember, I think we've been in how many finals and we haven't won? Like 4 or 5 finals. We lost
From
2
Tuchel, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2 against Liverpool
We lost
and
one to Leicester.
1 to Leicester. That's 3. We lost another one to Liverpool, Poch. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 finals. This will be like the 5th final we've lost.
Right.
And that will start to form a new culture on the team. So this is very important for us. Those 2 games. I mean, the most cliche thing is like,
how long since your last trophy, Adams? 3 years?
Oh no, trust me, I vividly
Oh,
remember
4.
it. Don't worry.
yeah,
3 or 4.
yeah,
It's been 4, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to get as far away from success as
That's what I'm saying. Like
Woo!
it's like it's going to determine what this team is going to be about in the next couple years. And Todd Bowley and them, you know, we'll see, man.
And Adams, I wanted to ask. I think I saw a news article that says that whatever happens for the remaining games for Chelsea, Maresca stays on.
Oh yeah, I don't see why. I don't see a reason. I know it was a smiling there because I don't see. I don't see.
Remember, all I said was if he ends the season the way, like in the reverse of, he's ended the season at least slightly better. You're still in relegation form, damn near, but he's at least not like bottomed out to where he's like 9th.
Yeah.
That was the only scenario I was saying like he would have.
If you see the games they've dropped, it's not coaching.
No, at all.
The one thing about me, I'm a real hate watcher. I'll tell you if they were bad. Chelsea plays good. Sometimes they just sometimes the things that they do, they feel like there's no real consequences to their actions. And I'll be sitting there thinking like,
young team with no expectations. It's the typical.
That's
how they play. A young team with expectations. When they found themselves at the top of the table, they were all being told by their coach, by their owner, we're not really in a title race. We can't actually win it. And so they just,
come on, man. We can't even go back to
that.
We can't go back to that, bro. We're not.
He keeps telling me it doesn't matter. I feel like
there's no way we could have done
ironically.
Nah, there's no way. And the coach said all the right things. What's the coach supposed to say? What's the coach supposed to say?
I mean,
oh yeah, we're gonna win it. This is the best Chelsea team we've had in 5 years. What's he gonna say? He's gonna say, "Yo,
but you also can't. No, but Adams, but you can't say we cannot win it. You know what I mean? Like you can be somewhere in the middle.
He said don't put us in those conversations at all. That's crazy. If he said put your head down,
there was a quote after. There was a quote after. I think the Liverpool game where he was like, "Oh, a team that can win the league does not concede those kinds of goals." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Which is fair.
Like that's not a crazy thing to say.
That statement is not
every
fair.
time. We hear that every time.
I don't know. I still think that way where you guys were at, I feel like there should have been more emphasis on this is our history. This is where we're trying to get back to.
You know what I mean? Like, team, bro. Not with that team. Not with that team.
But see, that's my point. It's like, so now they playing like who they are.
Like when
them boys are playing out of their skin to start the season.
When Leicester went on their run, I can't imagine their coach going to them telling them, "Yeah, not us. Don't look at us. Like we've done the best. We've done the best we can do." It's like you can imagine. Like I feel like there's something like I get your point of like he said the right things as a manager, but sometimes, especially when it's
gotta
like
be delusional.
you're like you guys look good at one. Like at one point, I was scared. I'm looking at them like, wow, wait, they're gelling. Wow, they're okay. The right looks good. The left's good. Even I was starting to eat my words about Jackson. I was like, oh, okay, it's coming together.
He was moving.
He said that, and then maybe I need to go fact. I need to go fact check.
See,
injuries. We had injuries too.
Literally from that quote, the performances bottomed out. It was like a team that had the weight lifted off them. They were like, oh, it's vibes.
And the thing is, you guys were not watching. You guys were not watching us closely. That's how I know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even when we're winning games, The
was
people
that
that knew.
yeah,
You
that was
could
Ty
tell.
Adams was
You could
I
tell.
disagree. The game
You could
against
tell.
Liverpool, I thought that was one of the best games.
Of course,
that
we
anyone
had,
had.
we had some really good games.
games.
But some games that we blew teams out, and especially our second half
The game
performance.
against Wolves had certain people making some cash money statements.
Hey, bro, I still stand by that though. End of season, if Nani scores more, if Nani has more goals than your wingers, then we have to talk. End of the season.
Ooh, then which wingers?
How many
I don't
goals
know.
does he have?
I don't know. But
many
if
goals
Nani
does he
scores
have?
You can't add Saka, who was literally on bed rest for 3 months in that
Wait,
conversation.
no, but has he outscored Saka? I don't think he's outscored Saka.
And he still
I don't even know how many goals he has. I don't
Has
know. How
Ronnie
many goals
scored
he has.
since the
He had a
Wolves
hat
game?
trick. No, he had a hat trick, and then I think he's at 5 right now, bruh.
Wait, he has 5. He
Adams,
has.
please.
That's
Someone
okay.
told me
Don't say
that was his last goal. I mean, he scored 1 or 2 more after that. But
Hey man.
Anyway.
Look.
Guys, I'm sorry,
It
man.
has to be
Guys.
that man against Forest for us because
Pius
I don't
is
know,
trying to
man.
step in. He's like, we're not gonna have the Nani discourse.
Nah. guys, flashing the pan scrub.
hey,
I'm
man.
I ask you, do you not like
World-class potential.
what is actually like? Do you? I don't know. When I watch him, it just feels like he has all the qualities to be a top winger. Like
Bro,
maybe
I
I'm-
said that he had. What did I say?
You,
What did I?
Adam said he has
has-
world-class potential.
And they killed me for it.
Mm.
No. He had. If you watch him,
What are y'all
just
watching?
when he gets the ball. No. Let me. I'll be real with you. He can be isolated if you need him to. He has the pace,
Pius,
and
please.
on his day, I'm
Bro,
telling you, he's a
please,
really good
save
ball
your
striker,
platform.
bro.
Save
No,
the
he's a
platform.
good ball striker, bro. Like, no, I won't lie.
Nah,
I can't
man.
lie.
Bro, we've seen
Save the
worse players
platform.
do better. Like players with worse potential do better than this. I don't want to name names, man. I don't want to mention some names, but
You're gonna say Salah, aren't you?
nah, but look,
You're gonna do it, aren't you? You're gonna do it. Look at his team. I know
If
he's
you
gonna
mention
do it.
bro.
Salah's name in a non conversation,
nah,
Adam,
man.
you'll
Go
be banned from
I
watch
just feel like
go
he's
watch-
young,
go
watch
bro.
some of
He
his
has
a-
highlights, man, from PSV, bro. Nah,
no, bro. I'm telling
Who's
you,
that
like,
you're talking
no. He's
Huh?
solid, bro. Like, it's
was
just
it
give it some
PSV?
time, bro.
What team did he come from again? Ferranoid or whatever.
PSV,
yeah.
PSV, yeah.
Go
But who
go
you
watch
talking
some
about?
highlights from PSV.
He's
Nani.
Noni.
No. He's good, bro. Like, I won't lie. In
Guys.
fact, I love the fact it doesn't click because it gives us another year.
For
Guys.
me, it's
This
just
guy in
just-
Forest. Put
if
this
you-
guy in Forest or Palace.
If-
Everybody will be singing his praises.
Adams. If you
Guys.
like it,
Everybody will be
I love
singing
it.
his praises.
if you like
Guys.
it, I love it. I love it for you.
Guys,
No, he's not a Chelsea standard player. There's some players that will not get to hear that. These are the champs. Some players are not going to hear that anthem, and he might be on that.
So you're shipping him out the door if
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
champs.
I think so, man. I think so. And that's the thing. We'll flip him. I will make money. Palace are paying 60 for him.
Look at
Femoo, take him at
this
Arsenal.
is why they
I'll
come
give
to you and your
take
fan base.
Martinelli. I'll give you Martinelli. Just take on
What?
Nani.
Nah.
Oh, he's not better than Martinelli. He's not better than
I'll take Nani for Martinelli for sure. I'll
He's
take
not
Nani for
better than
Martinelli.
Martinelli. He's not
Noni
better than
Madueke for
Martinelli.
Martinelli.
I
He's
think
not better.
Wow.
I think for what we do, I feel like for the way we play.
Martinelli.
No. For what he's
I mean,
able to do.
I think Martinelli has proven himself in this league.
Yeah, he's done way too much. The
Yeah,
thing is,
Noni's
I
yet to
hate
do
how
that.
short our memories are.
None
Well, at a point, Nelly was getting MSN comparisons. Come on,
Okay,
let's
guys,
not do this.
but you know, let's not waste
I'm
time.
hearing some
talking
takes
about-
right. I think we need to sort of move.
It's always when it comes to Noni Madueke. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Igbo thing. I don't know, but it's always when it comes to Noni that
What's
some
the Igbo
crazy
thing, this
takes
guy?
are flying.
Okay. So let's
Save us, please.
yeah. All right, guys. So before we finally move to the Europa League preview segment, just a few things. So okay, I wanted to get you guys' prediction for who the teams that will make it, that will join Arsenal and Liverpool.
We already know 3 or 4 of them, right? Oh, Newcastle is still in it, right?
Yeah,
Newcastle. Oh yeah. Well,
Newcastle
thank you, Arsenal, for even making it more. And they are playing Everton. They are playing Everton.
On the final day,
That is good. No. Everton are one of those teams where you never know you don't know what team will turn up.
So
on
you're
the
looking
day.
at the final day of from 3rd to 7th. Can change, like it's gonna change. It's gonna be like, ooh, somebody has scored.
Wait, is
and then
there
somebody
a
goes to the-
reality where we miss Europa League?
If you lose to Forest and everybody else wins, you fall to 7th. So the least you can be is 7th. And I think
Crystal
I
Palace
think with
is
Crystal
FA
Palace
Cup.
getting Europa, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
may not get Europa at 7.
So it's crazy. The
Top
figures
5
are
get
crazy.
champs.
6th gets Euro.
But
Let me ask
6 and
ChatGPT. Don't
7
worry.
typically get.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
For
I mean,
what-
but do you want to be in Europa?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we're not gonna
No.
make Champions League, man, I don't think I want to be anywhere, man. Just give me a season where we just take.
But do
like,
you think you should be a Champions League team next year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like that's a step too far. Like you can't go from conference
Nah,
to
man,
champs.
bro.
Like go from
What are
conference
you
to
thinking
Europa
about, bro?
and Europa to champs.
Yeah, 16th.
No,
And
I listen. You know what? You know what's so crazy? I said this word for word to Chooks, right? If there was a way to win the Europa League trophy and decline the Champions League invitation, I take it. As a Spurs fan, I would
Nah.
take it.
I'll say this for free.
We
I'll
can't
say
play
this for
one game
free.
a week. We cannot.
I'll tell you
play
this for
one
free.
game a
You guys cannot miss that revenue. Please don't lie to
No. I know.
yourself.
I get I get all that. I'm saying like as a strictly football inside,
yeah.
we can't play a game a week. We
Absolutely.
literally were in the running with Villa for top 4 last season with no Europe, and we didn't get it. And they were in Europe, and they had the hardest schedule. They got it over us, and now we're in a situation where we have 2 games a week. And look, we're 17th. God forbid we play the Champions League schedule. We might get relegated. And we won't even have the hope of winning the damn thing because it's more difficult competition. If I could win the trophy and decline the invite, I would. I'd rather go back to Europa. I honestly would.
All I'm saying
1,000%.
is, man,
Nothing we can do in the summer will fix it either. Like we're not gonna be a Champions League team. No way. Impossible.
don't let us get into Champions League, man. Bro.
Well, you can spend and make yourself a Champions League team.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I
guys.
guess it's different for y'all. For
Wait.
me,
Okay.
Okay, no, wait. Okay, you entered Champions League. Now what? What's supposed to happen?
That's all I'm saying, man.
That's Chelsea are European royalty now.
Just don't let us get into Champions League. I can't say too much right now.
Well, to be fair, I mean, when they won it, when
obviously,
the 2 times they won it,
let's-
they haven't been
after-
like a great team.
after game week 38 and we make Champions League, then we
Sorry,
can
We'll
talk.
talk now. It won't be my last time
Adams.
here.
I mean,
Adams.
just beat Forest. Like,
Liverpool is
it's
taking
such
it
an
next
easy
season,
route.
man. Champions League.
It's as easy as it gets.
Nah,
Beat Forest
man.
at the City Ground.
bro, you see those boys, Elanga and
If you're a Champions League team, beat Forest at the City Ground.
Elanga and bro, come on, man. Look, we got
Otino-Doi,
we got Tosin.
And coincidentally, Otino-Doi just
Their
went
owner
back
is
to-
going to be on the pitch with them. 12
He's going to be slapping some.
Man, Odoi
Bro.
is going to be there doing his thing. Gibbs White,
I need him to turn up,
Elanga and
bro.
them boys, bro. Those boys are going to be up for
Those
it.
are my
City Ground is
favorite.
going to be rocking that day.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest
Rocking.
have some of my
Black.
favorite, not black excellence, just black. Like they are my favorite band of just blacks that there are. Odoi, Elanga,
I know.
what's my boy?
I know.
Right?
Olaina, all these guys, bro. Even that one dude, the center back, the Brazilian dude,
Morello.
Murillo.
Murillo. I like him. I like him.
He's good. He's good. He's
Decent
good.
guy.
Ooh, but I think
He's
he's
so
out. I
crazy
think
for, like,
he's
his
out.
weight.
Is he out? Oh man, that's
I think he's
that's good
no,
news.
no,
That's
because
good.
I was watching the
West Ham
game.
game.
Mhm,
No, I
and
think he finished the game. I think
Yeah, he finished the West Ham game, but he was kind of nibbling. You could tell that he was struggling through that game.
They're gonna
Wow,
tape
if
him
that guy,
up.
if that guy is out,
They
man,
gonna
that's
tape
a
him
And they
up.
have a
No, 'cause-
monster goalie too. Sells?
Yeah, no, he got
Yeah,
on
Sells is
a golf
great.
trolley.
Okay.
Ooh.
Guys,
Sells
let's-
that nah, he's
Guys,
bro,
let's
We'll
plus,
see.
we don't have Jackson too, man. Now we're forced to play Saka from Temu. What's his name?
Advantage Chelsea. No Jackson, advantage Chelsea.
Adams. So Adams, all I can say to you is good luck to you. Good luck
Hey,
to
man,
you.
we need it, man.
Look at him high on his perch, telling everybody good luck.
What can I do, man? Good luck to you. Good luck.
You know
Okay,
what? I'll
guys.
say it as well. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Shameless.
Whoa, guys, the way I was watching that Newcastle game after the first 45, I don't think you guys understood the type of shaking I was doing because it's like, yeah, we
With
had
no Isak?
Southampton. Huh? Yeah, without Isak, bro, they were pelting us, bro. I was watching this game like, wow, the type of us will be the type of team where we'll have 45 shots on Southampton, They'll get one random counter, they win.
Bro,
All of
bro,
a sudden, we're sitting
you
fifth.
guys can't beat Southampton when it matters. Like you just can't. It's literally been like
Stupid
3
team,
seasons.
bro.
That
Bro,
was
I hate them,
It's
bro.
such a strange bogey team. I remember, bro, Theo Walcott
Yeah.
was rolling back the years. I said, all right,
Yeah.
fairs.
See,
They
but
didn't
see,
want
but
to
see, what-
go. And then
see
he
what
tried to interview for a coaching job the next year. Like, bro, I almost slapped this guy, bro.
and the thing about it is that you're so right. Football can be so funny. See what Southampton did to the City the other day. That he had
Right.
Luis Diaz. Let's say what's his name? Ruben
bro.
Diaz coming out to say,
Fulham. No,
oh,
I need
they
City in
just
Champions
Ruben,
League.
City is so
Why?
shameless when they do that nonsense that they do. Oh, they
Yeah.
didn't come to play football.
play. They just stood there.
One of
wasting
your
time.
salaries is the worth of their entire team. Get out of here, man.
They
Get
started
out of
too-
here.
they started
Stop
too bad,
crying.
yeah. But anyways, that's that for the Premier League. And just one final shout to the legend Jamie Vardy, 200 Premier League appearances for Leicester. No, not 200 Premier League, 200 appearances for Leicester, 500 200
Premier League.
Leicester,
Goals.
Leicester goal, and then 500
Yeah.
appearances for Leicester. So
Crazy, man.
kudos to
Crazy
him.
career, man. Crazy career.
Yeah, kudos to him, man.
Huh?
Prem legend for sure.
Oh,
Bump
yeah,
Vardy, man.
Why are you booing him?
Oh, oh sports,
Keep pointing to
sports.
that badge. That's the last
Yeah.
year. Look at his career.
Oh, he did.
What a strange guy. What a
Yeah,
strange
yeah,
guy.
beefing
I've
Vardy.
never
Wow.
liked Vardy.
No
I've never
shame.
liked him.
Shame, no
But it's a
shame.
legendary, bro. He's the biggest Red Bull ambassador in human history, bro. What do you mean? Like,
That guy was on something stronger than that. They need to investigate what was actually in
Femo,
them things, bro.
Let me ask you. I saw somewhere an Arsenal fan said that there was a time Arsenal almost signed Vardy some seasons ago. I think somebody said if Vardy had signed for Arsenal, maybe Arsenal would have won 1 or 2 Premier League titles. Do you agree? Do you agree?
if we sign,
Adam's, why are you
well, if we sign Vardy, that means we don't get a Aubameyang. And if that's the case,
Aubameyang was better for sure, 1000%.
but quality-wise, yes. But in terms of character, and I feel like, honestly speaking, if Aubameyang had the character, he'd probably still be on this team, probably ending it off and have the. There's something that happened.
Vardy's
It was
not
like a
missing that
domino
penalty
effect.
at Tottenham for top 4. I'll
Bro,
tell
there's
you
so
that.
many things that it's
I'll
like
tell you that. Vardy
Vardy-
ain't missing that penalty. He hates
there's
us.
a mentality Vardy had that if we had, I don't know, man. At the very bare minimum, Leicester don't win the league. Very bare minimum, they don't win their league. And didn't we finish that 1 second? So it's like at least that season we win the league. At least that season.
Okay.
Oh, second.
Only if.
Second again, ole, ole.
All right, guys. Let's quickly start.
Nah, I really don't want to talk about this Manchester United Sports final, man, bro.
Yeah, I don't
have
think we
to-
need
we
to
have to-
gas it. We don't need to.
I
gas it.
think we must
Two homeless
definitely
men
talk
fighting.
about
Let's
it.
just touch it a bit.
Two
Yeah.
homeless
We
men
have to touch
fighting.
it a bit. It's a European final. Though it's the second grade European, but still a European final.
The second
Is
grade.
a who? Pius,
The second grade.
respect
Second
yourself.
grade European final.
Pius, respect yourself.
Sorry,
You're one of
sorry.
you're one of the biggest clubs in this tournament history as well. You know, don't think
Yeah, I
because
know,
you
I
started
know.
winning Champions League, you can escape your Europa heritage.
I know, boy. Okay, fine. It's a European final. Sorry for that. It's a European final, and Tottenham will be hoping that they can use this to sort of end a long wait for a silverware. So Uzo, let me come to you, right? How do you make a case for your team winning this final? I think I was looking at something, and I'm seeing like Spurs have some key injuries in midfield. So that bearing that in mind as well, how do you make a case for your team winning this final? Where do you think you can exploit Manchester United's weaknesses if they have one? Because they have.
He said if they have one.
Of course they have. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. Where do I start? I'm not scared of this team. I'm not nervous for this final at all. I think we should win. I think we will win. As long as we have our healthy back four, I don't see them troubling us with that attack. They honestly, the biggest thing with United is the attack is very, very bad, right? It's all on one man. As Femoo likes to say, chaos machine, his ability to almost accidentally create out of whatever randomness he's trying on the day. I personally don't rate Bruno. I think the Bruno hype for me falls on deaf ears. I've heard people even give like best in the league shouts even this season from 16th. I'm just like, you're not that guy if you cannot be higher than 16th. I don't care who's around you. I've seen Zaha drag Palace to top 10 finishes on solo dolo. So I'm not hearing any shouts of, oh, but look at the expected assists. Oh, but look at the chances created. Know your personnel. Know your personnel. Why are you passing the ball to bums like Hoyland?
Who's supposed to pass to? Who is he supposed to pass to?
Pass to Maguire. Apparently, he's a better finisher. My thing is, I'm not nervous for this final at all. I'll probably be more nervous on the day when I see, because at the end of the day, it is a one-off game that can literally change the entire outlook of our season. That's a hefty thing. But then the more I think about it, that's sort of the case for everybody, right? Like if you don't win the league, you lost the league. If you don't win a trophy, you didn't win a trophy. Like if you stay in the league, comparatively, you fell somewhere short of your objectives, right? So for me, I don't think the team that loses, to Femo's point, I don't think the team that loses is going to just all of a sudden become a relegation fodder team. Like at the end of the day, there's way too much invested in these clubs. There's way too many ways to turn it around. One good window and you can be right back in it. And honestly, both of these teams would do with a year out of Europe. Like, let's be honest. Both of these teams are not good enough to juggle two competitions. So what we're both trying to do right now is hack the system and try to skip some steps to get where we need to get to. So I want the trophy much more than I want Champions League. I want the trophy much more than I want a ticket back into the revenue and the big boys, the Champions League boys. I want the trophy a lot more because everyone knows I'm not the big trophy saves you kind of guy. But I think it's a nice way to get the monkey off your back. Where I would say like Carabao, I never wanted that to be our first kind of trophy after the drought, because like it can easily get discredited. Oh, you waited 13 years for another Carabao. 23 years for another Carabao Cup. Boo-hoo. That's kind of your level. But I feel like this is a tournament that we have some pedigree in, being the first British club to win it, being the club in London that's won it, I think tied with Chelsea the most times. So it'll feel good to win that trophy again, because that kind of feels like our thing. That kind of feels like a thing that we actually.
Bro, it's been like 60 years since you won it. That's your thing. That's not your thing.
Get the bants off. My thing is, we have some kind of relationship with the cup. It's been 60 years since we won anything of note. So, it is still the last thing we have a connection with. So it'll be a nice poetic, end to the season for that to be the trophy that we pick up. But as far as the game itself, I'm not nervous. I'm sorry. Like I find it really hard to respect United. I've watched a lot of their games. I have a lot of United fans as friends, and it's so hard for me to look at this team with any sort of fear or respect. I'm sorry. And we've been bad, but we haven't been United bad. And you can look at our last 10 fixtures against them, and it's just tail of the tape. Like, we have this team's number. We've had this team's number over the last 2 years through 3 different coaches, whatever system you want to run, back 5, back 4, back 3, whatever you want to do. We've always had this team's number. The so-called Bruno, I looked at his last 10. Look at his last 10 appearances against Spurs. He doesn't trouble us. He's not a guy that scares us. I don't know what it is, but.
Sorry, just wanted to chip this in, right? So based on what you're saying, based on the recent history you have with United in terms of you dominating them, and then Adams, you know what I'm saying when you begin the narrative going around like this is the season of the underdogs. So are you saying that United are the underdogs going into this final then?
Of course not. And here's where I know it's counterintuitive. I have a hard time respecting United. I don't think they're a good team, but they are the more experienced side in finals. This is a team that's beaten City in the final, that's beaten Newcastle in the final. And believe you me, Pius, you know more than anybody else, beating Newcastle in the final ain't easy. It's not easy. So it's a team that has characters, it's a team that has moment players, and they're kind of used to mask in their season with a trophy. This is kind of the thing that they've been doing in the last 3 years. So they're going to be well primed to show up to this final with absolutely no drop off in the way that they're able to raise their intensity. So do I think that there's a way they can win the final? Of course. Do I actually expect them to win the final? I feel like if I was a neutral, I would be expecting United to win the final. Like, come on, it's Spurs. They don't know how to win. They've never, ever won, in at least none of any of our lifetimes. And they're having an awful season, and they're injury-ridden. Now, also, United is injury-ridden, also having an awful season. But all things considered, they're better conditioned to win because they've won before. They know how to win. And this is going to be their third year on the trot, ending the season with a trophy. So it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities for them to win. But I personally expect us to win, and I think we're going to win relatively easily.
Okay.
So you guys are the
Femo, let me be sorry. Femo,
It's weird, right?
So no, wait. So
We're
hold on.
not the dogs to me, but I feel like as a neutral, okay, who do you guys think is going to win?
No, so hold on. Let me just bring
Yeah,
Femo
I
in,
think
right?
it's Spurs actually. I think Spurs are the
Femo,
underdog.
you're an Arsenal fan, right? Spurs are your North London neighbors, rivals. I think that I've seen this sort of argument. I think Chelsea, among Chelsea fans as well, sort of like disagreement within the fan base is that, oh, how can we be a London team and we're supporting a fellow London team to win a European final? So I'm going to bring Adams in, but let me get your view first. As an Arsenal fan, who would you rather win that final? And okay, just
if I
answer that
could,
first.
I'll go and buy a Spurs jersey right now. Don't play with me, bro. Like when
Whoa.
the
Wow.
banter don't mean nothing to me because I'm in America. I don't know many Spurs fans in this area. They know every group
That's the
chat that I'm
key.
in is Spurs. It is United fans. United. I cannot. I don't want to hear that. Like when I want to hear their tears through my walls. I want to hear their tears. Like when that final whistle blows, I want to
Wow.
just hear the echo of sorrow of just United fans. That's how. Like people will tell me, like, "Oh, Spurs finally won." Good for them, bro. Crystal Palace just won their first one as well. I don't that one. Do what you want with that. I don't care. United, and it's not because of the teams or clubs themselves. It's the fans. United fans deserve to be 16th, 17th and win nothing. They should just be there. So when people's like, oh, you don't remember second, I remember 16th and nothing. I remember that, and I will always remember that. What?
I think as a Liverpool fan, I think I'm sort of
I
with
agree,
you.
man. 100%, man. I don't. Who cares about Spurs? Like,
Who
Spurs
cares?
winning,
No
I don't
offense.
care, bro.
All right. Let's
No.
not get carried away.
Hey, bro.
No offense.
Let's not get carried away, okay?
Adams,
Relax.
I don't talk to sports. Who
These
cares
like some
about
crazy underhanded sprays, man.
Adams? Don't let your fellow Chelsea fans hear that, though. They are going to
Nah,
go
man.
against
No, I
you.
mean it's different for everyone, like you said. Like if you live in London and your
Yeah.
neighbors are sports fans, maybe
Of
you
course.
care about
To be
Man
fair,
United.
Chelsea
But
and Arsenal, I feel, have a more recent rivalry with United than they do with Spurs. Like the
Yeah.
Spurs thing has always just been territorial. I feel like the United thing
it's more
is
of a
like,
local.
yeah, the United thing is like, like it's serious. Like Arsenal did the like 5-6 years with them. Chelsea did the 4 or 5 years with them. Liverpool the forever. I feel like everyone just has beef with United for whatever reason, except us.
No, it's not for whatever reason.
United
It's
has been, I've always
Fergie.
been like the team everyone hates the most.
Yeah.
Like until recently, where Arsenal started becoming good. Yeah, like United was that team where I just couldn't stand them.
Yeah, I think Arsenal is definitely the most hated now for sure.
Can y'all answer me why y'all hate us so much? Like I personally, maybe it's because I'm in I don't
It's
get
the
it.
fans, man. It's the fans. That's what it is, man. It's the
Do you
fans.
am I part of that?
Yes, everyone is part of it. The thing is, once
Yes.
you inherit the perception of the club. It's whatever kind of like fan you choose to be. It wouldn't matter because.
But I didn't choose.
Overwhelming.
That's the problem. I didn't
majority.
choose this.
Yeah, you don't choose it, man.
I wish I could have chose.
Whatever style of fan you choose to be of your club. I'm not saying if you choose a different club, but like whatever, even if you're like the rational, level-headed fan, it doesn't drown out the noise of the overwhelming majority of what the fan base. And the irony is, I think you understand this, Femoo, because you are arguing with your fans almost as much as you're arguing with rivals.
Oh,
so
bro, I wish you guys know.
They are.
I think Arsenal fans are probably the worst. I just want to get your perception. They're actually the worst and the most the way some Arsenal fans speak sometimes, and this is me just like, please cut this out. The way some Arsenal fans speak sometimes, you would think that they're like, we've been winning Prem every year for the past 20 years. And I'll be sitting there thinking like, oh, we need to bring the standards back. I'll be like, and every time I ask this question, the conversation just gets deflected. I say, tell me the year we're bringing the standards back within the last 20 years. And then I get insulted and they tell me that I'm a Yank. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry.
They'll always talk about the invincible season and all of that. And it's like,
guys,
2 decades.
because of time, we're sort of drawing towards the end of the show. So I think it's sort of unanimous among the panel today that yeah, everybody's rooting for Spurs to win that
Come on,
final.
you
Rooting for Spurs,
Spurs.
but are we favorites though? That's what I wanted
Yeah,
to
so
find out.
I was just about to say
Yes.
nobody here is giving
Okay, I'll take
nobody's
it.
nobody's sort of rating United to win that final.
So what do you think about that comment that Gary Neville made that no Spurs, no United players get into the Spurs team besides Bruno?
That was crazy. And like he was saying, this current team, he wasn't even saying without the injuries. That was insane.
That's crazy.
He said
That's
only
crazy.
Bruno. Mind you, Bruno's the one
Diallo,
guy.
Diallo
I
gets
want
in that
nowhere
team.
near my team. I don't want to never near my team. I
Now
might get
Bruno,
into our
come on,
team.
man. Bruno gets it.
I might strolls into our team.
Yeah,
Actually.
I might get it.
Strolls.
I think Kobe Mainoo strolls into our team. I don't think we have a deep line playmaker that can go band for band with him.
Bro, everybody in that Spurs midfield, I don't think I think I'll pick every United midfielder.
Dalot-
No. I'm not-
Dalot on his day.
Casemiro maybe in terms of reputation, but he's not better than Bentancur for me.
Nah, me.
Ability-wise, right
same,
now,
yeah.
no.
Even
But-
with a recovered ACL, he still doesn't have the legs that no, I don't see it. Dalot on his day though, like Dalot's so weird because it's like
if he's left back, he doesn't get in over Destiny.
no,
If he's
right back.
At
Right
back,
back.
he can get in over Paro, but that's
They're two of the same. They're two of
two
the same
exact
player,
same,
low
the
key.
exact same weaknesses. Like, no interest in defending.
But they'll
Like, up
randomly
and down
score
with-
bigger when you don't need it. You'll be like,
Exactly.
game week 15. Wow. Oh, thanks. I get it.
A random 30-yard screamer to make it 4-1. Thank you.
Guys,
Needed
right.
that.
Okay. So yeah, so I think it's almost time for us to sort of end the show. I just want to say ahead of the final, I can only wish for me as a Liverpool fan, I wish Spurs all the best. I've sort of over the course of the season, I've sort of liked the sort of like the underdog story for most of these teams. You saw Crystal Palace, even though we lost the Carabao Cup final to Newcastle, I sort of love the videos I was seeing from a lot of their fans crying. It's been a long time for them seeing their team win a trophy.
Crying is crazy.
I saw Crystal Palace fans videos.
Adams, you're gonna be crying.
I saw a video from
you're gonna have a long drought.
That's the thing, Adams. You don't know, like.
No, leave him.
Now we're
I
the
saw
underdogs, man. We're the underdogs.
I saw a Crystal Palace fan, crying. He was even saying that from now to his end of his lifetime, even if Crystal Palace doesn't win any match, he doesn't care. Like
that's not
this
true.
was-
Man.
Well,
That's-
I mean,
was it
that
for
is
him.
true. They literally
No,
have
it
not
is
won a
true.
trophy in their
Like,
That's
entire
their
history
first trophy.
ever.
Like
I don't think they care.
Did anybody-
They've been getting relegated all the time. It doesn't matter.
nobody ever saw Crystal Palace winning an FA Cup, like even in our like this generation.
Yeah,
Eze
bro.
is going to eat for free in London for sure
So
for the
fair
rest of his
play.
life.
So I'm hoping by this time on Wednesday I'll be seeing Spurs fans.
Yeah, man.
Uzo,
We see
maybe-
tears from Uzo.
Uzo, please
Cheers.
send up.
Relax,
Uzo,
relax,
please
relax,
save
relax.
those videos. Save
Relax.
those videos.
Send us
Those
those videos,
the
man.
emotional videos in case you guys win.
There's going to be no emotional videos. Listen,
What?
as soon as that final is over, my first order of business is chasing that fat guy out of my club. That's the first
Nah, man.
order of business.
Got you, man.
Get him out.
Immense. Oh, what?
So you're not even
Get
saying,
him out.
you're not even keeping some time to celebrate.
Hell no. Get him out.
Nah, they do what
But
they did
that's-
to Eric.
People were
They're
saying he
bringing
shouldn't
him
even
back.
be allowed at the parade. Get him
that-
out.
At least they're doing better. At least they're being better than the way they treated what's his name? Was it Mourinho?
Yeah, we got that
Before the final.
final.
Before the final, they get them out.
Nah, that
To
was
save money, mind you. To save money.
they allowed what's his name? Mason. Was it Mason?
Ryan Mason, yeah.
Ryan Mason.
Uzo, I'm
Did y'all
disappointed.
lose that? I mean, of course
Yeah,
y'all.
we lost
What
to
I mean?
City.
Of course.
I'm disappointed in Uzo's answer, man. Uzo. For that, United is winning that final. I've changed my mind. I'll listen.
Now, don't let
No
Liverpool
emotion,
fans hear that.
no plan to celebrate. You're just saying, get it. In fact, you don't deserve the final. You
He
don't
said
deserve
let Liverpool fans hear
So
that.
because of me, one singular Spurs fan, the entire club doesn't deserve. Price, this is the way
You told me, yeah, based off of the logic you gave me, yes, you embody the club. So yeah, based on what you said.
Funny enough,
Exactly.
funny enough,
Nice one, Femo. You got it.
one thing I will say though,
You look out for truth.
no, I'll agree
Why
with
does
you.
it
I
feel that
agree
way?
with you.
Why does it feel that way?
Overwhelmingly, Spurs fans don't deserve shit. The way we've treated the club this season, I feel like the way we treated the players this season, I feel like it's been very embarrassing. And like the fact that we're now asking them to do something for us, they're well within their rights to say, you know what? Oh, you want a trophy?
One cool question. One cool question before you guys leave. Just specifically, just real quick. Did Sutton really miss that goal on purpose last year?
I don't think he did.
I don't think so.
I don't
Too.
think
Really?
And I've been saying it religiously on
I
this
don't think he did.
panel.
I don't
He
think
didn't-
players are like that, though. I don't think players are like that.
So
I
when
don't think
players aren't
football
like
players
that,
are like that.
Sonny isn't like that, right? Like he's very principled. And two, if he did, he missed an even worse chance against Arsenal the week before that we desperately needed him to score. So it's like if he was like banging it in against everybody else, it's like, okay, fair enough. We wanted to beat Arsenal and he still missed. He's just been cheeks. That's just the reality.
I don't think players are like that.
And I thought it was a
That's
clever
fair.
finish. He was trying to go. I just thought it was a good save. Instead of going like the typical like curler, which is what you would expect for him to do, he tried to go underneath the keeper's legs, and Ortega was just smart. Got down
Guys,
quickly.
Okay, so the Adams,
I wish he did, though. I wish he did. I wish he did.
the Adams, you have some sort of questions for us before we.
Oh yeah,
Trivia.
we don't have too much time, bro. I think everyone can. It was supposed to be for Femoo, but I think everybody can get in on this one. So you guys have 3 strikes.
Okay.
You can work together as a team, all 3 of you. You have 3
Okay.
strikes. So there's been 11 free kicks scored in the Premier League this season. Can you name all the players that scored a free kick?
All
3
11.
strikes.
Yeah, I know Fernandez won against Arsenal. That's one.
Yes,
Oh,
Fernandes.
of course, yeah. Of course, you know that one.
I know Madison scored one.
Madison is correct. He has one.
Did KDB score one this year?
That is
Yes.
correct. KDB
Yes.
scored.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had to get one in. Good. Okay. Now it's
Now we got
free
the
kicks this year.
easy ones out.
You go to easy.
Are you you're not gonna give us the teams, are you?
Is this score anyone this season now?
Eze, no. Are you
No.
that's a strike.
Yeah, you confirmed it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
confirmed it's fine.
That's a
Okay.
strike. So
Hmm.
think of
Cole Palmer scored one, I remember, in the hat
Yes.
trick. Yeah.
yes, scored one against Bournemouth. That's in fact right. He had another teammate of his score 1 too.
Enzo Fernandez though.
Is it Enzo's the
That
only
goes
person I
right-
know?
Are you guys looking at it?
No, hold
No,
on.
no.
Before we lock it in, I'm thinking of who else would be audacious.
What about Reese? Reese would have hit one.
Reese got one. Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Something was off.
I knew it wasn't
Something was off.
Enzo, not Enzonzi. Come on now.
This guy scored one for
Yeah.
Wolves. What's
Cunha?
his name? The Spanish guy.
Nah.
Sarabia, Pablo
Sarabia
Sarabia.
is correct.
Ooh,
Sarabia
that's
is
a good
correct.
one.
That's a very
Wow.
difficult one. I never knew you had that
That's
one.
Wow,
a-
that's a good one.
That's a
scored
hard
one.
one. Does
Um,
Trent
I'm
have
trying to
one,
think of my-
Pius, does Trent have one?
Nah, I don't think he has one this season. Nah. That was his last season he had. He just scored.
He almost
Okay.
scored a banger though. It was a good save. I remember the one that he should have scored this year.
Okay, so think of teams that play today. They have 2 free kick, 2 scorers on the list. Teams that
So
play
Brighton?
today.
Brighton?
Maybe not. But you got
Okay, so Brighton, Liverpool. It's just those two. It's just those two that play
yeah,
today,
just
no?
those 2. Yeah,
It's
so
just
it's
two,
really,
so-
really easy. It's just
Danny Welbeck? Yes, he scored. Danny
Danny
Welbeck
Welbeck
scored.
Oh,
scored
he's
one.
got-
Yes,
He scored
indeed.
against
Yeah.
Forest. Yeah, he scored against Forest. Yes.
So one more of his teammate scored a free kick. This is a little bit difficult, but he's a
So
player
it's not
that-
Matoma. There we go. So thank you for that hint. It's not Matoma.
it's a little bit difficult. Like he's not.
Ah.
He's a player that people talk about, but he's like. I mean, he's
Is it
Oh,
Pedro?
Baliba. He's not
Could he be
Baliba.
Baleba? It's not Baleba.
no. His okay. He's a defender.
A
That's
defender
Stupinian?
made one this year?
Estupinian? Is that Stupinian?
Estupinian is
Yeah,
correct.
He's the only one who would be audacious.
He's a hooper. Yeah, he's a hooper. Yeah.
He scored
Okay.
this goal against Spurs
Mind
last
you,
year. Oh
hey, don't
my
do that one for
Lord.
the no. Technically speaking, that should have been a strike on us. Like we cheated that one.
Yeah. You guys did.
So
So
we're
how many
many
we
is
got
left?
now? How many is left?
So you have we have 1, 2. I think we only got 2 left. No, 3. We got 3 left.
3? Okay.
We got 3 left.
we got 8 already. That's crazy.
Okay, can you at least tell us if they're in the top or bottom half? of the league?
Bottom half. So those
Okay.
two out of those teams are in the bottom half.
Bottom half.
And then one's in the top half. Okay.
Bottom half. One of those teams is moving stadium.
Everton.
Okay, Everton.
Everton. It's not too
Who on Everton?
I just don't care about them enough to know their players anymore. Wow.
James Garner. Did James Garner score one?
Are you looking
Stop
that in?
asking him.
No. I mean, okay. No. Well, I'm
I don't
asking.
know.
I'm asking
Oh,
y'all.
yes. Nah,
Everton. So think of
Everton squad.
2000s Premier League.
It couldn't
Ashley
be Ashley
Young?
Young. No way, right?
Ashley Young is
It is?
that correct?
Ashley Young.
Ashley Young is correct.
He said
what is
2000.
this season?
Actually, yeah, this has been a weird season, man.
No, I don't
What?
expect anyone to get this last one. Oh, this
Okay.
last two. One of them you might get, but the last one, I don't think anyone is gonna get that one.
Are you going to give us a hint?
Huh?
Are you
Am I
giving
gonna
us a
go-
hint?
Yeah. So I might just give you the team. So the last one is Bournemouth. Like that's the team. I don't think anybody's getting this one. I don't think so. It's such a difficult. I don't think
Bournemouth.
he doesn't play often.
Alex Scott?
Alex Scott. Is it Alex
That's
Scott?
your last strike.
No. I'm asking
Yes!
Adams, if I'm asking you, I'm being like, is it Alice? I'm asking them. I'm trying to
That's
include you.
good. That's good.
So you have one more chance now.
You said we can work together, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough one.
It wouldn't be Clivert because he's saying like
No,
we
it's not
wouldn't
Clivert,
guess.
It's not Clivert,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
so-
Clivert.
And it wouldn't be Semenyo either, obviously.
I see. He is a very.
But what if it's like Philip Billing?
Oh yes, I remember. I know the free kick, but I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah,
He
I
scored- he
think
scored against West Ham.
I
He's
remember
a
the
Turkish
freaking-
guy. He's a Turkish guy.
I don't know where he's
Is it
from.
Kurt- it's not
He
Kurt.
looks Turkish. Now that I think
Yeah,
about
he
it,
looks Turkish, but
I don't know where he's from. But it was
he
a
scored the goal
crazy.
against West Ham.
It was a
I
crazy free kick, and it was kind of like
Yeah.
last minute.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the goal.
He
like,
came
it
in
was
at
like-
1-1. It was a
Yeah,
it was a
yeah,
crazy
he was-
goal.
he
I
was-
can't
he
remember
was-
his name.
Yeah,
We should
had me
get
playing.
credit for that. He's a Turkish guy.
I don't
Last
think he's
minute.
Turkish. I don't know his nationality. I think he might be from Spain or I don't know, but
No.
If he's from Turkey, can we get that one? If he's from Turkey, do we get that one?
let me see. I have to look it up. I have to look
Yeah,
up.
well,
I'm not-
Tell us the
If-
name.
if-
and we'll tell you.
Tell us the name there. Just tell us the name there.
Mind you, we had one of our team members recounted second by second. So, and he said his nationality.
I mean that's
Turkish.
as close as it gets. He told you the team, the minute.
Oh, man. Oh man, that's a good bro. Pius, that's a good. He's actually Turkish. Yo!
Hey,
Wow, the buzzer!
Crazy, bro. I didn't even know that
Wow,
he was.
that's tough.
I
That's
just remember
tough.
the game. I just remember the game.
Wow, that's tough.
Adios, Spires. That's
That was a big one. That's a
Paul
banger.
Nolly on
Top
steroids.
corner.
So what's his
Nah,
name?
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
What's
Well,
his name?
Tell us his name.
I'm not giving it away. You guys
Come
comment
on,
down there. Comment.
No. That's good. That's good engagement bait.
That's tough. Okay.
Because I know if I'm watching it now, I'm like, see the name.
And there was one more though. There was one more from West Ham. So this guy has won 2 European trophies. 3 actually. 3 European trophies. Plays for West Ham.
3 European trophies.
3.
3.
So that means he played for Emery. What is it? Sevilla? Did he play for not Sevilla? What is it?
Soler,
Villarreal?
Calais Soler. Is it Soler?
No. Don't ask him. Ask us. And it's not him.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, it's not.
Soler that was wasting his life at Valencia. What?
Sorry.
3 European trophies. So think.
It's definitely not full crew for sure because he didn't win.
3 European trophies. I mean, think about it. Like if you win, if
If you're on the team,
like if you play for what team? You play for a certain team, you're guaranteed
to
in
be
the
Real
last
Madrid.
5 years.
It has
You
to be
live-
Real Madrid
No, if you no, okay, yeah. Not
or
Real.
Sevilla.
Not Real. An English team. You play for an English team. You're guaranteed.
Oh! I know who this is. He's from Chelsea.
Yeah, he's from Chelsea.
here we go.
Emerson.
Here we go.
Emerson, that's right.
Wow.
Emerson, you guys did a
That
good
was
job,
so
man. You guys
annoying.
did a good job, man. You guys, nah, that's crazy. That you guys got Sarabia. I never thought anybody was gonna get that. You got I'm not gonna say a last name
The
coming down in the
The
comment.
Bom-
You got
the
Ashley Young.
I've gotten his name. The Beaumont guy's name is
Yeah.
Enes Unal.
Yeah, no, that was
Oh yeah,
Unal.
he came
Yeah.
from Spain too.
Yeah, I thought he was. I didn't even know he was Turkish. I thought he was probably like a Spanish
Yeah, I know.
guy.
I remember him. I used to pack him all the time on FIFA. That's like I hated him so much.
Enes
Wait,
Unal.
so you're telling me that like if we didn't run low on time, I had to do it by myself?
Yeah.
They would've- the
that
Yang
would-
allegations
that would
would have
have
been
been
going
very hard.
crazy in the comments.
Oh,
He would have got 2 out of
man.
10.
So get this brother out of here.
And we had one more. It was more like tailored. This was probably easy. It was tailored to more Europa League. It was supposed to be for Uzo, but no time. But let's try, because we always try to, we don't forget our roots. So
I see
can
where you're
you
going.
name 5 Nigerian players
Ugh.
to win the Europa League?
Oh,
Damn.
man.
Wow.
That is such a
Ademola
crazy.
Lookman, that's one.
Yeah, Lukman. That's a good
Um,
one. Lukman. It's not as hard as you think it is. I think you can name at least 4. No, I'm not gonna help you here. You can name at least 4.
You said
did Mikel
Africans
win it
in
with
general?
Chelsea?
Huh?
Did Mikel win it with Chelsea?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Wait, come on. You said
Okay, I'll say
African?
Mikel then.
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
Oh, Nigerian.
I'll say Mikel. I'm saying Mikel.
Mikel, that's 2.
So that's 2.
So you're just gonna name Chelsea people?
The sad thing is, I want to say this guy's name just for banter, just for banter. Because,
Ask me then. Ask me. Don't say it.
No. I know he definitely didn't win one. Is the I'm blanking on his name. The dude that played for United. We're not playing this game for money. Hello. No. He still kills me.
I low key miss that guy, man. What a standard. I don't know. He's just such a memory. Just a memory of like if you remember him playing. I remember scoring a banger, and I was like, then he just left.
He was crazy when he was at Watford though.
His first
man,
goals for United were bangers as well.
Bro, and then he left.
Yeah.
And then he left. Just got his good money.
Because he's playing the game for money, not passion.
Hey,
man.
Okay.
Lukman.
You got Lukman. You got Mikel B.
Victor Moses.
Victor Moses. There you go.
Ooh,
3.
that's a good one.
Victor Moses. There you go. That's number 3. You got 2 more. If you get 4, then you did good. You did great.
Hey, Europa is my thing. Spurs have legacy here.
Oh, is that why I couldn't name one? I
You can't name one in any of the European trophies. Okay, no. I think I have this one.
Yeah, you
I
probably
might be
did.
wrong. I'm trying to go Sevilla here because I know they always keep a Nigerian player on them.
I'm just gonna help you and say no. Yeah, no, not Sevilla. But a Spanish team. A Spanish team. Think about Europa heritage.
I know.
Not heritage.
I'm thinking Villarreal.
Villarreal
And I'm thinking,
what's his name?
Chukwueze?
Chukwueze.
He actually won.
I got one.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say Chukwueze because I'm like, I know Emery had to have won one.
Yeah.
Of course, he's won one.
He one or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
I hate that guy so much. I'll come back next time. 10-minute segment on why I hate that guy.
We need to bring Chooks along with that one too. On that.
Oh man, I could go on a rant.
They both hate.
Yeah, I think all Arsenal fans hate Emery. All right, so a 5th one.
I'm sure this one will have to go way back, right?
Wait, bro, we don't. Why are we trying to win? What did the Chelsea coach say? He
said if I get 4, I'm good. He said if I get 4, I'm good.
Yeah, for you guys are good.
So who was the 5th?
Just in case, Taribo West.
Ooh, I would have never got that.
We would have been here for 10 minutes.
Now if I give you the hint,
Kanu.
If I give you the hint, you probably have gotten that.
What team would you have said?
I would have said Inter Milan.
I wouldn't have guessed it. I didn't even know he played for Inter Milan. I didn't even know Taribo played club football. All I know is the green, white, green on his beard.
Pius, you know this. There's one other person. Only Pius can know this one. Only Pius can know this. Another person that has won. Another Nigerian player that has won.
Give him a hint.
Hint. He played in Russia. Fullback in Russia.
Fullback.
Fullback in Russia.
Wow, wow, man, I'm blank, man.
Yeah.
Henry Obiafule.
Did you just make that name up?
Maybe, maybe not.
Russia, fullback in Russia.
If I say the name, you'd be like, oh, he played for CSK Moscow. CSK Moscow, fullback, early 2000s, staple in the Super Eagles team. They played a lot of games for the Super Eagles, played Nations Cup, qualifiers. He was solid. He was, I mean, okay. He wasn't great, but he was okay.
Blank. No.
You
He's
remember
gonna be so mad when you tell
Chidi
him.
Odia?
Gini Ot.
Oh wow, yeah, no, I would have never got that.
God.
That sounds like my cousin. Nah.
Yeah, I was blank there, man.
I would have never got that. No way. Who?
Wow.
That's a good one. That's all I got, though. That's all I got.
Cheers, man. Cheers. All right, guys.
Nah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very disappointing from only Nige Pius. Very disappointing.
Yeah, very disappointed. Imagine how
For anybody who
I knew a Turkish guy. I didn't know a Nigerian guy. That's
Yeah.
for everyone watching, I only didn't know all these things because they told me 10 minutes before recording, hey, do you want to join? And I had time to prep. You guys need to see me. I'm on my couch. You see me?
These Yanks, man, they don't have it off the top of their dome, you know? Yeah. We exported the game.
Guys, all right, guys. Yeah, this is where we have to sort of bring the show to an end. Yeah, so the season is sort of coming to an end. There's still some very exciting fixtures to look forward to. Good luck to all involved. Good luck to Spurs in the Europa League final. Good luck to Chelsea in their top 5 battle. Good luck for the Conference League final as well.
Good luck to Arsenal playing Southampton to end the season.
Good luck to Netflix FC for next season.
Is there any way like Arsenal still drop out of second?
Not possible.
Locked in the second?
Nothing. Locked in.
Okay.
Locked. Unless actually no, it's possible. It's possible. If City wins both games and then combined goals of like 20 goals, then yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't put it past them. You can't put it past them.
If they do it the next show, everyone that comes to the show, I'll give you $200 each. Everyone, $200. I'll give everyone.
Drop the link.
You guys will start doing pep talks to Pep. Hey.
12 goals needed.
Nah,
Nick O'Reilly.
In some African leagues, that can happen.
Oh, yeah.
The ref won't blow full time until the 12 goals are complete.
I have friends who are so bad at are so knee deep in gambling that they know that if a specific ref is playing, they're like, no, we just easy money, 5, 8, 9 goals. And they know. So no. It's a very dark.
I need to know who those refs are. For research.
Yeah, I gotta go too, guys. Yeah.
All right, guys.
This was a good show.
Nice, man. Femoo, nice coming on the show.
This was nice. It was good. Nice to meet you guys.
All right, boys. Thank you, guys. Like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. See you in the next one.
Go to Femo's timeline. Win or lose, I promise you, is comedy regardless. He's either arguing with his own fans or he's arguing with rival fans.
Free smoke.
Always an argument.
Oh man.
All right, boys. Peace out.
No, this was nice.